Hello! Welcome to another segment of Yay or Nay. Before I get started, I'm going to have to slap on a trigger warning, because this video is going to get very critical. Oh, you're still here. Okay, well, my last segment was about the Nintendo Switch, and, I kind of explained my personal thoughts about the system and why I'm not really sold on it yet. I'll wait till over the course of time to see if I'll get one or not, but for this segment, we're going to talk about Miiverse on the Nintendo Switch, or the lack of Miiverse, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to be saying Miiverse a lot in this video, just a heads up. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with Miiverse, it's a feature on the Wii U and 3DS, kind of like Twitter. So you can follow people, you can post screenshots of, show off your high score. You draw pictures, there's some really talented artists on there. Basically, it's what you call communities. There's one for almost every game. Not every single one of them, but almost every one. Or even ones for the virtual console games. And a lot of indie games, even though there's some very cheesy indie games on there that have been... Because, there's new games released on the Wii U, like digital games, like virtual console indie games, released every Thursday, but lately it's a lot of, indie games, and like I said, it's very, cheesy ones. There's one, I think it's called, Sick Bricks or something, in the picture for it looks like a cigarette with a green filter. But, all that aside, it's still a great little feature on there. It's great following people, talking to people about different games, classic games, new games, etc. You can even, if there's a part in a game where you're stuck, say, you can post a thing saying, alright, how do I get past this part, or how do I beat this boss, or whatever. Somebody will give you a tip or a trick on what to do. I myself have even helped people in, mainly a lot of classic games, like Mega Man X, for example. I've helped people, with the last bosses and stuff, how do I beat this boss? Oh, he's weak against Cho Penguin's weapon, or whatever. So yeah, it's a cool little thing, and a lot of people are disappointed that it's not on the Switch, at least not yet. Here comes the cat. And don't touch the cord. Anyway, yeah, the Miiverse isn't on the Switch. Hold on. The cat's back. Yeah, so people are, maybe Miiverse will be added into the Switch later on, I don't know. This cat thinks she's a dog, she's gonna turn around 3 times. What was I? Oh yeah, so if I get the Switch, and Miiverse never comes to it, yeah, it'll suck to see it go, but there are some things I really won't miss. For one thing, I feel like the blocking system on Miiverse is very broken. And what I mean by that is, well, like any because Miiverse is pretty much like a social media site, like any social media site, or even just the internet in general, there's always going to be trolls. That's unavoidable no matter where you go on the internet. And so, before I get into the blocking system, one of the most infamous trolls on Miiverse is, he has 3 or 4 different accounts, but mainly he goes by the name of Stan. If you're on Miiverse, especially Smash Brothers, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Because he mostly hangs around the Smash Brothers community and just posts all kinds of clickbaity things, or things, all kinds of nonsensical shit, oh, the Nintendo Switch doesn't exist, or I want Mr. Potato Head to be in Smash Brothers, and the cat's looking at me like, what the fuck? Anyway, oh, she wants me to pat her. But anyway, yeah, he's annoying as hell. So, the thing is, like most trolls, if people just avoided him, he'd go away. But of course, everybody feeds into his shit, or bites his clickbait, whatever. But anyways, let's talk about Facebook's blocking system. If somebody on Facebook is annoying the hell out of you, or harassing you, or whatever, you just block them, and that's it. They can't see you or anything you post, or vice versa. Even if you both comment on a public post, you can't see each other, the comment from each of you. Well, on Miiverse, when you block somebody, for example, Stan, it's if you play a lot of Smash Brothers on your Wii U or 3DS, and you're oh, I just want to talk to people about Smash Brothers, or talk about but this kid is so annoying, he won't go away. So you say alright, I'm just gonna block him so I don't have to look at his crap anymore, or whatever. Well, the thing is, when you block someone on Miiverse, basically all it does is it makes it so they can't comment or any of your stuff. But they can still, you can still see what they post, and vice versa. Like, so it's almost like, what's the point? You know, I mean, even if there's like a comment thread or like a discussion, as they call them, you know, somebody comments on that. I mean, you comment on that, and then this person you blocked comments on it. They can still basically reply to you. And here comes the other cat. We have 4 of them. This is just 2 of them that are like inseparable. But so if the 2, you know, you can still see each other's the stuff you post on there. So it's like, what's the point of blocking someone if you can still see the stuff? You know, you block them because they're annoying or they're harassing you. So why block them if you can still see them and you can clearly still annoy the shit out of you? I don't know, whatever. The other thing that I really won't miss, if you're a content creator like me, or you know, I do this more just as a hobby, really, but there's other communities on Miiverse, like other than just gaming ones. There's also ones for YouTube and Netflix. I think there's one for Napster even. Now here's the funny thing: even though there's a community for YouTube, you can't advertise your YouTube channel on there. Yeah, because like anybody, obviously one of the ways to grow your YouTube channel or expand your audience or get your name out there is to promote it on social media, Facebook, Napster, Instagram, etc. Well, Miiverse which is literally like a social media site, you know, like I said, it's pretty much like Twitter, yet you can't promote your channel on there because, well, to them, it's considered giving personal information, which I just don't, or links to other sites, which I can understand that it's like, I mean, if somebody posted like a link to a porn site, I know there's little kids on here, so if somebody posted a link to a porn site, that I can understand. But if you just post something like, oh, I just made a funny little video on my channel, or I made this really neat trailer, or if you said like, I'm gonna be streaming Ratchet and Clank on my PS4 if anybody wants to watch, you know, something like that. To them, it's like you're giving out your street address or something. Like, I don't get it. I don't see the logic behind it at all. Like, you know, it's like, in fact, I've seen a lot of people make videos on this subject, and one guy, I think his name is That Sonic Person or The Sonic Person or something, he made a very, like a very short, it's like, I think it's like only 6 minutes long or something. It's like a short animated film about, like, I think it's called the Miiverse admins get killed or something. If you're like me and you disagree on this whole subject about like how it's stupid that you can't promote your channel, this video, it's a very primitive like animation. I forget what the site or what the program from it is called. He said he uses a much more advanced one because this video is like over a year old, but it's a very hilarious video because it's so accurate. I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch it. But you know, because if you violate the code of conduct, it's a 2-week suspension, which I think is pretty harsh. I mean, I can understand if basically you were like, if you threatened somebody on Miiverse or somebody was threatening somebody on Miiverse, I can understand like that being like a 2-week suspension, but something like this, like just promoting your channel, I don't see, like I said, I just don't see the logic behind it. You know, it's just, to me, it's just bullshit, like really. I mean, you know, people say like, oh, admins are just bots, like, which personally I think that's a crock of shit because I've dealt with admins on Facebook and it's usually just like to me it's just a lot of time a person who thinks they have power because they can tell someone what they can and can't do on a social website. You know, like I said, I've dealt with it with people before, but so I don't know. Yeah, that's just my personal thoughts about the, you know. So if Miiverse comes to the Switch, I mean, it would be nice to see Miiverse return to the Switch, but it really could use some touching up. You know, fix the blocking system. Let us promote our channel on there because it's not hurting anyone, literally. So that's it for this segment. I'm probably not going to post a video next week, but I should be back the following week with a pickups video. So that being said, thanks for watching, everybody, and remember, Play games, not companies.